The life of the man has a limitation of physicality, but the life of the soul of the man has no dimension of physicality, no dimension of termination. It always converts to another, or it amalgamates, or it starts a new life. But what is interesting is that when it starts that new life, how much memories of his time in the body of the man it remembers, what is imprinted in that soul. When we receive the rays of the sun, which becomes part of us, whose soul that sun has been, that is become the seed, and then it become a star, that it led to the creation of the planets, and then the man, and the rest of the creation in this solar system. We always look where our soul is going to be, how it's going to be. We never look that what we become in some point or another has been part of the soul, or is the soul of another created things that is being in a position, it has elevated itself to the level that it could become the seed of a sun, which its rays has become us. And there is no other truth beyond this. And that is when our soul takes position in the world of the creation, in the universe and the unicorns, what star shall we make? And what creatures, what kind of life will come out of it? And most importantly, we transfer energies, we transfer emotions. What and is how the man is today has come through the soul of his star, which has reflected in his what we call emotion, and has created the man the way the man is today. In a way, is our soul, is our being, a reflection of the soul which has created the sun. I made man in the image of myself. There is no cameras, there are no mirrors, only collection of the fields. We speak about the DNA and we speak about the RNA. Is our physical life the DNA of the star? And is the RNA the soul of the star, which is within our soul? And does or is our soul reflection of its emotion? Has the soul, we call it the sun, the soul which led to the creation of the sun, has been a good guy, that he was, or it's what they call it, momentum, his emotions, has led to creation of the star we know as the sun, as our creator, as essence of our creation. And was or is the manifestation of the life, the way we see it, depending on which condition we put it, Earth, Moon, Mars. In essence, all will have the soul of that who created the sun. Then you understand, is your soul one day is going to be that sun, which gathers the energies of the universe and in its reflection creates another life. And through his RNA, through the magnetic field of strength of his creation, reflects back in creating life like earth, like living thing, not necessarily like man, that reflects is what he carried as memory, as part of RNA in the time of his creation. Is this far from the truth? Or is this the reality of the creation? In the present world of science, we could not see in the dark. We developed technologies that we can see in the dark. Now there is no darkness in the way we have a vision. We can see. With the new technologies like the new cameras and the mobile phones, we have observed many times when the energy of the body of the man has been released. So we see it for the first time. As I've said this before, the energy of the man, the energy of the soul of the man. What is left for us is to trace it. If we get educated enough, it's like a smoke. We follow it to see where it goes. And then would be fine in that position, the spot where it lands, where it finds its magnetic positioning, what will create in time? Would it create another cycle? And due to his fingerprint, due to his memory, due to his emotion, which he carries from the time of being the man, would he create another cycle, which end up in killing? Then the biggest question comes, has the creator, has the world of creation isolated all the souls which are created on this planet, as they all kill, and now is trying to handle this virus, and they come to the source to eradicate killing from the what we call genetic RNA of this planet? But what about the soul of the sun, which came from the same position? What happened to that race? Then we understand why it's necessary to change the man from inside. That he realizes he can use the energies of the universe, then the packages that the universe has created for it to create new cycles at the point of maturity. The crime of the man is that he does not allow the natural process to take place. When you die naturally, when animal dies naturally, where the soul of it has departed, is that physicality in the energy form at the level that man can consume? Or does the man has to stop that point of maturity by killing the animal, by harvesting the food, by harvesting the wheat, by harvesting whatever? This is where man needs to understand the process of creation. We keep on talking about where would our soul go, but we have to stand still. Where did our soul come from? The fields of the soul. The soul of the man, the soul of the created which kills, has been gathered like in a part, in a dimension that cannot elevate to become, to reach the elevation of the strength of the soul of the Creator. The man's behavior has blocked him by his own action from the time of the birth to reach that point. The man's behavior has blocked him by his own action from the time of the birth to reach that point. When we create the children of Mitra, when we create child from the soul of the man, which is not dependent on the physicality of the life on this planet, to kill, to elevate, we already set the scene for that soul to be able to go to the higher point, to be able to reach to the level of the rest of the creation, in the level of the strength of the field of the Creator. In a way, at birth, we have got the shackles of not being able to elevate to higher. Because the first mouthful of meat, whatever other thing which we have killed for, comes within us, He has changed us. He has made us to be what you call in Indian the lower class. In a way, our own behavior of physicality has put us in a class of behavior that has not, cannot reach the elevation. This is why we brought and try to understand the process of the creation through the soul. Because if man learns to create his offspring through the essence of the soul, not created things, does not know how to kill, does not know how to destroy, because he has learned from point one to absorb energy from the resources of the universe without killing. The love of the Creator reigns on all created the same. It's you who puts the umbrella up and it says, I don't want to get wet. I don't need the rain. By behavior, by killing, by the way we've been brought up, because our parents kill and they fed us with it, to us is known. We have come to a point of blanking. No, we don't want to know. Man has never endeavored to go to the next level. What about if I don't kill? What about if I don't destroy another package of plasmas? We call it the physicality or the soul of entity. What happens then? There is so much more. The expansion of the soul become unlimited because man has limited by killing his own prison, his own physicality, his own dimension, where when you receive that energy from the universe, man has no dimension of physicality. The universe is your oyster. And this is the whole purpose of these teachings. For you to learn how to create children of Mitra through the interaction of the soul. That with it, from the first point, instead of going to the shop and buy the meat, buy a rice, buy a bread to feed it with, ending another life to do it, you teach it how to take energy from me through my soul. We know how to do it. We've been born with it, but we have misled to understand it. We call it the love. The love of the mother through the soul can feed the child. Child does not need to kill for it. This is the next step of understanding, the next level of educating the man. That loving. How come the child feels your love? How come you understand the love? Have you ever heard your child when the child says, I love you, Dad, love you, Mom? Why didn't we nourish that love? If she felt it at the age of 1 or 2, the first words most of the children learn is to say, I love you. What about, I feed you through that love, that you do not need to commit a crime.